It is both an honor and responsibility to stand before you today. I am Alex Enriquez, and for a good number of years, I have had the privilege of working in maritime training and development, walking alongside our seafarers as they grow from cadets into officers and from professionals into leaders. The topic we will be discussing today is one that has been at the center of many industry conversations. We have seen circulars, memorandums, and policies issued to address the challenges before us: an oversupply of seafarers on one hand, and a capability and readiness gap on the other. This is not simply a number issue. This is a people issue. And more, it's a future readiness issue. As of 2025, the global is 8.2 billion, and it continues to grow each year. As population grows, demand for goods and commodities also increases. And when demand increases, shipping moves with it. More cargo means more ships means more seafarers. This should be an opportunity. Yet despite this demand, we continue to face critical shortages in key positions. This imbalance highlights a structural issue within the industry pipeline. Since 2005, the industry has reported an average of 4% oversupply of seafarers. At the ratings level, this has increased by an average of 7% over the last 15 years. We are producing more ratings than the available career progression opportunities can absorb. But here is where it becomes more concerning. At the officer level, we have seen a 3% decline over the same period. And according to this year's projection, we are facing a shortage of approximately 89,500 officers globally. How can we have oversupply and shortage at the same time? That is the heart of today's discussion. Let us bring this matter closer to home. The Philippines remains the #1 source of seafarers globally, supplying around 25% of the world's maritime workforce, or approximately 485,000 Filipino seafarers deployed annually. This tells us one thing clearly: our contribution to the supply is strong. We also have strong institutional support: more than 80 maritime schools, nearly 100 accredited training institutions, and dozens of assessment centers. So the issue is clearly not lack of talent. The issue is not lack of graduates. The issue, our capacity is not lacking. The existing system is continuously producing seafarers. The issue is what happens between graduation and leadership readiness. The bottleneck is not supply. The bottleneck is structured training. What we are seeing is not a supply problem. It is a conversion problem. We are not converting supply into readiness. It is not how many seafarers we produce, but how many become truly ready. Allow me to say it again, because this is the key message. The bottleneck is structured training, not supply. When we studied this issue, 3 major factors emerged. 1, structural gaps and misalignment with industry demand. Next, emerging capability gaps, and what I believe is the missing piece. We'll come back to that missing piece shortly. Why are we seeing this gap? Because our current ecosystem still struggles with skills to deployment mismatch, limited cadetship opportunities, weak officer transition pipeline and training outputs not aligned with the current vessel modernization. In short, the pipeline is not efficiently converting supply into readiness. Meanwhile, ships are evolving faster than ever. We now have issues on alternative fuels, decarbonization, automation, digital shipping, AI-assisted vessel operations. According to the WMU ITF Transportation 2040 survey on top 5 ranking technical skills, the competence to handle alternative fuels ranks number 1. Other future gaps are automation and AI-assisted vessels. Technology is moving forward. The question is, are our people moving forward at the same pace? Now let me reveal what I believe is the missing piece. It is human competence. We have spent years focusing heavily on technical compliance, but leadership on board ship, communication across cultural crew, multicultural crew, decision-making under pressure, resilience during long deployment, conflict management, situational awareness, among others. These are not soft skills. These are mission-critical skills. Because even the most advanced vessels still depend on human judgment. A study shows that 70 to 80% of maritime incidents involve human factor. Most accidents are not due to lack of knowledge. They are due to failure in applying knowledge under pressure. Today, let us have a mindset shift. Let us rethink maritime and education training. Let us move from instruction to transformation. Global standards should never be our ceiling. They should be our baseline. The standards that we all understand should not be a ceiling standard, but a baseline standard. This should not limit us from developing programs that will benefit our seafarers. We need stronger collaboration among schools, training centers, principals, manning agencies, and regulators. A true learning ecosystem built on close feedback, data integration, and a structured career pathways. The need for post-training feedback to learning institutions is a necessity to improve the programs. Without this, training systems become outdated the moment they are delivered. The winning formula is simple. Integrate technical excellence with human competence through structured training. As Filipino seafarers, we already possess natural strengths, and some of these are adaptability, service orientation, empathy, teamwork. This should be our global advantages. But talent alone is not enough. Talent must be structured, must be trained, and must be assessed. This is how technical skills and human competence come together to produce safer decision-making, reduce errors, faster adoption to new technologies, stronger shipboard teams. Competence is not built in isolation. It is demonstrated in integration. And this is where competency-based development becomes critical. Not just compliance-ready, but performance-ready. The future of training must also be individualized. Each seafarer's development path should be based on actual performance data, not assumptions, not generic training modules, but targeted interventions based on performance appraisal, theoretical and practical assessments. This eliminates a one-size-fits-all training. This also reduces training costs and time inefficiency. Instead of training everyone the same way, we train based on what each seafarer actually lacks. This slide shows sample technical and behavioral proficiency analysis. You'll notice that some competencies exceed the expectation. Several falls below target. This highlights the need to targeted intervention rather than generic training. Because human capital is not an expense. It is a strategic investment. Training is not a cost. It is a risk mitigation investment. So what does it take to become truly ready seafarers? It takes someone who is technically world-class, digitally fluent, emotionally resilient, adaptable to global demands, collaborative, and committed to lifelong learning. Ultimately, our role is not merely to produce graduates. Our responsibility is to develop maritime professionals and future leaders. Let me leave you with this thought. We already have the people. What they need is guidance, structure, and a system that turns potential into competence. Because the future of maritime is not technical skills alone. It is technical excellence plus human competence through structured training. Maraming pong salamat. Thank you very much. Magandang hapon sa lahat.